Hello everyone. With this video, I'm going to show you how to add customs duty data to a shipment or how to verify the customs duty of shipment. So for that, you need to go to the relevant shipment. So I'm opening this one. Then, in order to update the customs duty, you must have to update the shipment information and invoice details first. Then only you can update the customs duty data. So if you are using the logistics invoice section, you can update the freight charges in logistics invoice section, and otherwise you can mention the freight charges here. So one important thing is, so if the supply when you are importing under freight prepaid terms, you have to check whether the supplier mentioned freight cost or insurance or otherwise packaging charges or other charges separately to the item cost. Then, if they mention that breakdown separately and if they are at that cost to the final amount of the invoice, you have to mention the freight charges and insurance premium accordingly with that invoice. Then you have to click on this add to cost button. When you are not using the insurance module and also the logistic invoices module for shipments under freight collect terms, you have to update that data here and do not check this add to cost button. Then once you updated those data, you can see this customs duty section. So without updating the invoice data and shipment information, you cannot see this section. You have to update them and then you have to click on update button. Then only you can see the customs duty section. So for the shipments which are already having shipment information and invoices, you can see the data. You can see the customs duty section. So in order to add the customs duty data or in order to verify the customs duty, you have to click this add button. Then you can see the customs duty window. Then you have to select the cast date. So here only you can select uh, a date which is till the end of the ongoing week. So you can add previous cast dates, but you cannot add cast dates or you cannot verify the data for next week. Only you can the reason is for that is to uh, because we are only Sri Lanka Customs is only issuing customs exchange rate for a week. All right, then let's update the customs duty data. So after we selecting the customs date, you can see the cost and also CIF cost in total CIF cost and the CIF total cost in local currency. Then here you can see some sections as quantities, factual duties, duty waivers, preferential duty, MRP. So quantity basically for some commodities, general duty is applicable based on the quantity, and also for some commodities, they based on the custom tariff. So we have to select both percentage wise duties and quantity based duties, and then we have to then the custom is considering the highest value the method that is getting highest value as the customs duty. Taxual duties for excise duties, there is method to calculate duty based on the facts. Like, let's say if we consider motors, so there is a duty difference between 1000 RPM motors and 2000 RPM motors likewise. So I'm not so just to explain that I taken that fact to explain. So that things will appear if it is applicable for this for the selected commodities. Uh, then duty waivers. Sometimes duty waivers applicable for some industry-based duty waivers. Also some like seasonal duty waivers. Those things will appear if it is applicable for a HS code that is relevant to this shipment. So then preferential duty means if you are importing under any trade agreements, it will have if there is a duty waiver, concession for uh, based on the trade agreements, it will appear here. So you have to select the relevant trade agreement here. The other one is MRP. So you may sometimes you may aware that there is a method calculating sales data based on the maximum retail price you are selling the imported goods in local market. So then you have to mention the MRP values as well. All right. So after entering those data, you have to click on Save button. Okay. Then you can add the Custdex to here. So you can select the location. So you can see the right corner of the your customs declaration, this data. So I'm selecting the some of data. Then you have to select the Custdex serial. Then you can enter the Custdex number. Then the amount. So also you can update the Custdex here and click on Save. So once you updated the customs payment, you have to click on View. If you need to update the breakdown of the final customs duty, so you can enter the amounts here and then you can update. Okay. So once you added customs payments, then it will appear the system will automatically display the customs payment arrangement window. So your if your finance department is if you can update the date that you have submitted uh, the customs duty payment request to your finance department here, and then you can request the transaction type that you require. Then your finance department can update the settle date or settle to customs date. So even you can update the data, then you can analyze the delays getting arranged the payment, so you can have a better idea about the payment processing time and that all. So if you are having any issues with that, so you can uh, escalate those issues to management since you have the data. So you can do that. And you can see the systematic validation based on the HS latest customs tariff applicable for the HS code. So here actually no, I'm not applying the exact HS code for palm oil. So I have applied some dummy data because this is for training purpose. So you can see the systematic. Here you can see the HS code wise validation. That means if you are importing multiple items that are relevant to same HS code in the same shipment, so you will be able to see the amount that you are paying for this shipment for one commodity, and then if if there are materials relevant to multiple commodities, it will list down here by HS wise. Then for validation material wise, you can see the material wise validation. That means system will be displaying the customs duty for each material uh, that is in the shipment information. So that's how the customs duty works. So you can get validation, and so then you don't have to validate it manually since we are doing it systematically. All right, that's how the customs duty works. So finally, you have to click on Save Changes. So you don't have to fill those data at once. Since you can that customs payment arrangement will be arranging later, then the customs payment readiness, it will be appearing here later. So that's how the payment is data is getting updated. Also, once you update the customs duty settlement data, so if your customs house agent enable that access, a bridge mobile app access, it will be notified instantly to your customs house agent through the mobile app. Thank you for watching this video, and please contact us if you are having any issues with this. Thank you very much.